The enemy within. The silent assassin. There's a battle most men never talk about. It's not with the competition. It's not with the critics. It's not even with the boss breathing down your neck. It's colder. It's quieter. It's closer. It lives inside you. It's the voice that whispers, "You can't." It's the urge that says, "Stay comfortable." It's the laziness disguised as self-care. It's the silence that convinces you tomorrow is a better day to start. That's the enemy within. And it's killed more dreams than any rival ever could. But here's the truth most people won't admit. That inner enemy isn't just weakness. It's a test, a forge. Every time you fight it, you grow. Every time you silence it, you evolve. Every time you crush it, you step into the man you were meant to become. But let's not sugarcoat it. This isn't an easy war. It's the hardest one you'll ever fight. Because the battleground is your own mind, and the enemy wears your own face. There are two kinds of inner enemies. The first is the subtle killer, the one you barely notice. It doesn't shout. It whispers. It tells you to snooze the alarm. It tells you one cookie won't hurt. It tells you you've already done enough today. It's the quiet death of momentum, the slow erosion of discipline, the soft surrender you never even realize you're making. One day turns into two turns into 10, and before you know it, you're drifting. Not because you chose failure, but because you stopped choosing victory. The second is the loud tyrant, the one that screams, the one that fills your head with doubt and fear. You're not good enough. You'll never make it. Who are you to even try? It paralyzes you before you start. It convinces you not to take the risk. It chains you to comfort disguised as safety. This enemy doesn't kill you slowly. It keeps you from even living. Both are deadly, but both can be defeated. Not once, not twice, but daily. Because here's the harsh truth. The enemy within never disappears. You don't beat it once and walk away a champion. It rises again every morning with the sun, and every morning you either conquer it or you bow to it. So how do you win? First, you confront it. Most men spend their lives pretending the enemy isn't there. They mask it with distractions. They drown it in cheap dopamine. They numb it with endless scrolling, food, sex, or alcohol. But the first rule of war is to know your opponent. Sit in the silence. Listen to the voice. Call it out. Write it down. Face it head on. Because when you drag the enemy into the light, it loses half its power. Second, you build ritual. Discipline isn't about willpower. Willpower is a battery. It drains. Ritual is a system. It sustains. Wake up early. Don't just set an alarm. Give it a name. Warrior's Hour. Becoming block. Make it sacred. Go to the gym. Don't just lift weights. Treat it like a battlefield. Every rep, a strike against the enemy. Every drop of sweat, proof that you're still alive and fighting. Ritual builds rhythm. Rhythm builds identity. Identity destroys the fog. Third, you suffer on purpose. Here's a brutal truth. Comfort is the weapon the inner enemy uses to keep you weak. So you have to flip it. You have to suffer strategically. Cold showers, 5 a.m., wake-ups, 100 push-ups before sunrise, a page of writing every night. It doesn't matter what it is. What matters is the friction, because friction builds fire, and fire keeps the enemy from taking root. When you suffer on purpose, you reclaim your edge, and when you reclaim your edge, the inner enemy loses its grip. Fourth, you stack purpose. Discipline without meaning eventually cracks. You can only grind for so long before you ask yourself, what's the point? So give it a point. Tie every battle to something bigger. You're not just lifting weights. You're becoming the kind of man your son will look up to. You're not just reading books. You're building the wisdom to rewrite your family's legacy. You're not just waking up early. You're proving to the younger version of yourself that he wasn't wrong to dream. Purpose turns routine into ritual. Purpose turns pain into power. Purpose makes the war worth fighting. And finally, reflection. At least once a week, stand in the mirror and ask, If I died tomorrow, what would I regret not becoming? That question slices through the lies. It silences the excuses. It obliterates the inner enemy's whispers. Because when death is in the room, comfort loses its power. You stop waiting. You start moving. You start fighting with urgency. Here's the truth no one wants to admit. The enemy within never goes away. It will claw at you till the day you die. But so what? That's the point. You weren't built for comfort. You weren't built to coast. You were built for war. You were built to evolve. You were built to conquer yourself. And the man who conquers himself is unconquerable.